Hi, and welcome back to Temple Baptist Church Online Devotion. I'm glad that you're with me today. I'm continuing my study through the book of Hebrews, and today the title is Jesus, Captain of Our Salvation. I'm looking at verse 10 in particular, which says, "For it was fitting for him, for whom are all things, and by whom are all things, in bringing many sons to glory, to make the captain of their salvation perfect through sufferings." God created mankind with our flesh and blood to experience a life without suffering. He desired for us to experience a life where we were completely cared for in a perfect relationship with Himself. However, because of sin, there came with that the separation and suffering that we would experience in our human life. Separation from God, and then suffering because of that sin. There also came, because of the sin of men, the necessity for some sort of suffering in order to pay for or to pay the price of man's sin. Yet, God, in His mercy, His grace, His love, His compassion, and His kindness, He desired reconciliation with His creation, reconciliation with the men and the women that He had created. And that reconciliation would require the sin to be suffered for or to be paid for, and it would also require that there would be some form of salvation. Our eternal separation would be dealt with, and that salvation would be established for mankind once and for all. Jesus was in the past and is today and will continue to be in the future the answer for God's desire. He is the answer for the suffering. He is the answer for man's salvation. Jesus is called in this particular passage in the the New King James Version, and in the King James Version, the captain of their salvation. He's called the captain of our salvation. That word captain from the Greek is orkagos. It means several different things, and it's translated several different ways in the English language. It's translated here as captain, but it's also translated in some other versions as originator, author, founder, prince, and leader. We see this same word in Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 2. Listen as I read this particular passage to you. It says, "Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God." And so here, that same word is interpreted as author. But we see that not only is he the author, not only is he the one who authored and planned, but he is the one who is the finisher. He has produced the means of our salvation through his death upon the cross, the shedding of his own blood for our sin. Man's salvation, the escape from the condemnation that's there, the escape from the condemnation that we read, only comes through Jesus Christ, according to what Paul says over in Romans chapter 8 and verse 1. It was authored, it was initiated, and it was completed by Jesus Christ. So he is truly the captain of our salvation. He took his own body, he sacrificed it for us, he suffered in our place, he experienced the physical death that was necessary for the payment of sin, so that in the end he could destroy him who had the power of death, which is the devil. Listen to these next verses, 11 through 14. "For both he who sanctifies and those who are being sanctified are all of one, for which reason he is not ashamed to call them brethren, saying, I will declare your name to my brethren. In the midst of the assembly, I will sing praise to you. And again, I will put my trust in him. And again, here am I, and the children whom God has given me. Look at verse 14. Inasmuch then as the children have partaken of the flesh and blood, he himself likewise shared in the same, that through death he might destroy him who had the power of death, that is, the devil. Jesus is the captain. He is the originator, the author, the founder, the prince, and the leader of our salvation. He is the one that we praise and give thanks to, that we have been able to escape the condemnation that was there because of our sin condition. I hope that Jesus has captained your salvation, that you know that you're saved. If not, then you need to contact us here at Temple Baptist Church in Poplar, Bluff, so that we can help you understand what it means to have the salvation of Jesus Christ. If you don't have a church home and you live in our area, we encourage you to come and join us. We meet on Sundays at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and 6 p.m., and on Wednesday nights at 7. Now, God bless you. I hope that you'll return next time, and please like and share our videos so that God might use them to encourage someone else. I'll see you next time.